talented or smart, and my...
He told me enough.
No, I.
Here's Chuck.
Let's just get this over with.
Good day. You'll be home by dinner.
I love you. Good morning, Mr. Fielding.
Morning, Catherine.
And here are your daughters, Angela and Catherine.
When I first saw this before Oppenheimer, I thought this was going to be some like kidnapping horror film.
We love you. Please come home.
From Blumhouse. Thought it was going to be a kidnapping horror movie from Blumhouse.
You're just walking and walking. It's fine. Angela, can you tell your dad how long you were gone?
A few hours.
Baby, you've been gone 3 days.
Wow, how scary. That is so scary. Where have you seen this before?
I didn't see nothing.
Thought I heard you say something.
Hey, baby. You okay?
And never mind, it was just another typical demonic possession film after this part in the trailer.
Jesus Christ.
Body in the blood? Body in the blood? Catherine. Body in the blood. The body in the blood. The body in the blood. Catherine. The body in the blood. The body in the blood.
She doesn't even look as scary.
Have you ever seen anything like this?
Mommy?
No, but there are people out there who have.
Then when I saw her character come back, I realized this was that trailer for that Exorcist film. And seriously, why the fuck are they bringing her back?
I believe you can help get our girls back.
Exorcism is a ritual. Every culture, every religion, they all use different methods. It's going to take all of them.
Don't be scared,
We've met before.
Mother.
What did you do?
Is that Catherine's heartbeat?
Oh, I'm so scared already.
God played a trick on you.
And then we ended on some shitty fan service from your first news trailer. And that's a really stupid title, too. Exorcist Believer. No. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Well. So, that was me checking out the new trailer for the upcoming Exorcist requel, the next horror franchise to get the requel treatment, The Exorcist Believer. So, yeah. And, on the only good quality I can think of, at least it is not called The Exorcist again, because I'm tired of requels getting called the original movie's titles, so at least it's something else for a change. Since it's not gonna completely retcon the other movie's existence, but it's still gonna be a direct sequel to the original movie. Why do we need to keep doing this to the franchises? And also, other reasons I'm not excited for this, because this had test screens last year and they were all terrible reactions. So why should I be excited for this if it's already gonna look terrible? And two, it's obviously because it's being produced by Jason Blum, or as I call him, Jason Bum, because he seems and acts like a bum who can't really produce good horror movies whenever he's the one doing the ideas, or making the directors do his visions of things. The only good exceptions his company can make, the only good films from his company are The Invisible Man, Freaky, Get Out, The Black Phone, Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills. Yeah, I like those movies, guys. And Split. Those were the only movies I've ever liked from Blumhouse. They're not cheap, or the first two Insidious films, but yeah, and Chapter 3. But anyway, the Purge Anarchy. Those, that would be Invisible Man, Freaky, Halloween 2018 Kills, 1, Cease 1, 2, 1, The Purge Anarchy. What else? Oh, Get Out. That'd be 6 combined. So they've only done 6 good features. Do you want to know why I liked these? Well, Insidious 1 and 2 can be watched as one big 3-hour film, if you could watch them both back to back. And Chapter 3 is a good backstory and origin for how it started. Then it's a complete trilogy right there. With Halloween 2018, Halloween Kills, they at least still try to be Michael Myers. Not Halloween Ends. I'm not a fan of Halloween Ends, guys. Lots of good reasons. And speaking of their Halloween trilogy, this is being directed and done by the same crew that did that requel trilogy. And that's gotta be a mixed bag. I don't blame David Gordon Green for how Halloween Ends turned out, because I consider that more Jason Blum's fault for trying to follow the lines of reality, for wanting to I kind of knew Halloween Ends was going to be disappointing when I found out that even Jamie Lee Curtis and people warned everybody it was going to be disappointing, and even further knew it was probably going to be a letdown when I heard they were going to reference the COVID pandemic in the film. They did not mention COVID, but they kind of hint at Michael Myers' killings causing millions of suicide deaths, which is kind of a reference to COVID in a way. But yeah, films like The Black Phone, Get Out, Purge Anarchy, those I liked because they're not cheap, stupid demons and door slams. And The Black Phone didn't even force down an origin for the Grabber. The Grabber is a guy we knew nothing about, and it was perfect like that. They kept him mysterious. They never explained his origins. And you're wondering, but didn't you like Megan? The unrated version of Megan I liked. The theatrical version I'm on. The theatrical version I'm not too big of a fan of. The unrated version is what we should have gotten. I probably would have liked it better. Then for Freaky, I actually liked Freaky. Nice little horror comedy right there. But yeah, those are the only exceptions I can... And The Invisible Man I also thought was really good. I haven't watched it in a while, but I remember liking it. And I thought Leigh Whannell's actually good when he's in... I think Leigh Whannell's better as a director more than an actor. And I think Leigh Whannell should just stick to directing. But now on to this movie. When it comes to this, Gordon Green, McBride, I like you guys and all. You guys make some funny films, but after the results of Halloween Ends and Halloween Kills, if people didn't like those 2 sequels, you guys really think it's a good idea to be reviving more horror franchises if nobody liked those 2 movies? Don't you think it'd be better to just step away from those franchises after that? Especially after how Ends turned out? Maybe it's just a better idea to just direct original horror films and not reviving old franchises at this rate, because I don't think this is even going to be any better than those 2 at all. You guys got lucky with 2018 at that time, but we're not in the 2010s anymore. We're in the 2020s. And now, when it comes to this movie itself, this looks a little different from the trailer I saw before Oppenheimer. I remember more demonic growls in the trailer I saw in the theater. This looks like an edited version. It's still, no, most of this is still the same, but some things seem like they were edited out. And the fan service crap at the end of this trailer felt shorter. Yeah, why do I say fan service? Because the original trailer for the first one was just like those flashy things. The one that never got released. But seriously, you need to put fan service in a fucking trailer. Seriously. Fans having to watch fan service in certain legacy sequels is enough. And honestly, I don't know why we need to bring Ellen Burstyn's character back. I don't really see a point in that. Just to say it's a sequel. And when these two little girls, their makeup sucks. These demons look horrible makeup. Like, look guys, The Exorcist, I think, is a good horror movie. I don't think it's one of the best, the scariest horror movies, like, the world, like, way too many people seem to really make it out to be. But Regan's makeup, her makeup was scary as fuck. Her face was scary as fuck. Yeah, her makeup looked realistic and frightening. Like, she actually looked like a possessed girl. The makeup was perfect on Linda Blair. And she actually... And plus, Regan was this little girl you felt horrified for and you wanted to be saved. Like, you really felt scared for her in the original film. She did not deserve to be possessed by this demon, and you really wanted these two priests to save her. Yeah, and you want... Yeah, you want Ellen Burstyn's character to get her daughter back. So, like, I don't see much priests in this trailer. This just seems more like a typical haunted house horror film where some dad's two daughters are now suddenly possessed, done in the typical Blumhouse version of things. It just feels like yet the same as just almost every other damn demon Blumhouse movie. This family goes to a new house, their daughters go missing, their children go missing, they come back, bring some kind of haunted spirit with them, or some haunted spirit falls into their house, and they have to turn to ghost hunters for help. Wow, where have we seen this before? Oh right, we saw this in Paranormal Activity, we saw this in Sinister, we see this in the Ouija films, we see this shit like this even someone happened in Unfriended, which was also a shitty fucking movie. Yeah, especially hated fucking Unfriended. And I hated the Sinister movies. Alright, this is just like every horror movie nowadays. Every single one. And what's worse, guys, Jason Blum already wants to do a follow-up to this movie called Deceiver. Wow, that's an even better title. Deceiver seems like an even shittier title than Believer. And also, the fact he even confirmed this during a strike is a great idea. Now you know why no one Jason Blum, you even wonder why why a lot of me and some other people don't even take you seriously in the horror industry? Now you know why. He's learned nothing from fucking up Michael Myers. Now let's fuck up the Exorcist. Now that we fucked up Michael Myers, oh, I know, we'll use this money to go fuck up the Exorcist next. And this just feels like another religious version of Smile. Which was also an overrated horror movie from last year. That boring movie that's not even scary. I don't know why people even call it a good movie in the first place. Like, oh my god. Like, I can't believe people were even so scared of this trailer. This trailer's not fucking scary. Nothing in this trailer was scary. When it comes to the Exorcist franchise as a whole, the first one, good movie, kind of overrated though. Exorcist the Heretic sucks ass. Does not count as canon. And like, nobody likes Exorcist the Heretic. Nobody does. I think it was even directed by a guy who never even watched the first film or hated the first film, but it shows either way. And what else can I even think of? Oh, right. And then but the only good sequel in this whole franchise was The Exorcist 3. And I'm going to be honest here, guys. I think The Exorcist 3 is the best of this franchise. Yeah, guys, I like it better than the first film. This and Exorcist 3 are the only films in this whole franchise that should have been made. Just call Exorcist 3 Legion, or call Legion Exorcist 2. Just call it that. Better. And then, of course, we had two awful prequels that were technically the same movie. One was the director's vision, one was the studio version. The studio version got the theater release called Exorcist The Beginning, and it bombed. And then, of course, the director got to release his version called Dominion, prequel to Exorcist, which was just the same movie. And it still bombed either way, and still no one liked it regardless. It still didn't, so it wouldn't have mattered what version got released. No one would have liked it anyway. So what was the point? But, yeah, like, Jason Blum, dude, stop making demonic possession horror movies. You clearly can't make a good as shit demonic possession horror movie. You really can show it. Dude. And you need to stop touching dead franchises. Right? Like, I could go on and on, but in the end, Exorcist Believer trailer, no creativity, no tension build-up, fan service ending, too many headache-inducing flash cuts, and a generic plot like every other Blumhouse horror movie, where a family goes to a house and scary shit happens. That's literally what I saw in this trailer. The same shit as every other Blumhouse movie. How creative is this? I can't wait for this shit to bomb. And I can bet it will bomb because the test screens, no one likes it. And you're already confirmed a sequel, despite the fact the movie's not even out yet. Let's just imagine the reactions when they find out this movie barely makes profits. And then they'll have to cancel that sequel and just cancel that trilogy. Like, if I want to watch a good Exorcist sequel, I'll watch Exorcist 3 and the first film. The ones that actually do matter. Right? So, like, in the end, I could go on and on and on, but Exorcist Believer, more like Smile the Religious Edition, and another generic as fuck demonic possession film. Until then, guys, that'll be it for this trailer reaction. Thank y'all for watching. If you like this, want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to Don G. Corleone.